Welcome to Chief of Party to Chief of Party, success in your first 90 days. As you navigate the USAID landscape for the first time or seek to sharpen your skills, we're here to provide the guidance you need to address the unique challenges of this role. Host Donna Vincent Roa, an experienced Chief of Party, will inform and inspire your journey.
Welcome to today's episode where we're going to take a deep dive into the world of remote team management. As a new Chief of Party, you're stepping into a role that's as challenging as it is rewarding, navigating a landscape of diverse cultures and geographies without the luxury of shared office space, or in many cases, no office space at all. Now let's start with a simple truth. Managing a remote team is like conducting an orchestra whose musicians are spread across the globe. Each member plays a unique instrument, but they all contribute to the symphony of your project. Now, your job is to ensure that every note resonates with the mission and the goals of your project. Now, I've been working remote for the last 9 years, and I've led a team of 22 employees and up to 125 contractors and numerous subcontractors. We at the Partnerships Incubator are truly a global team. In these kind of remote settings, misunderstandings can multiply faster than successes if you're not careful. So we bring in the magic bullet, communication. Communication in remote settings, as you can imagine, is paramount. It's technically your lifeline. Establish communication protocols with your team that's going to suit the diverse locations of each of these members, whether it's a regular video conference or a robust project management system. Find those tools for your project that can bridge the distance. You want to ensure that everyone stays on the same page. Remote work thrives on trust. And as a leader, you must cultivate that trust. You want to set clear expectations about outcomes. And as I've said in a previous episode, don't be a micromanager. Don't micromanage the process. When your team feels trusted to deliver, they often rise to the occasion with a sense of strong ownership that can actually surpass all your expectations. Now consider the cultural nuances that come into play in this kind of setting. Your team is likely spread across continents, each with their own norms and practices. As you work to build your culture, you want to blend in these diverse perspectives. You want to create a unified ethos that's going to respect the individual customs while still fostering a collective identity for your team. Effective leadership in this kind of context means that we have to be proactive about engagement. We want to create opportunities for both informal interactions and casual conversations in addition to your formal meetings. These informal interactions are really the glue that bonds distributed teams. This is an effort that can reduce feelings of isolation, and you want your choices to build camaraderie among your team. Let's not forget about the importance of visibility. Remote teams can sometimes feel, out of sight, out of mind. Consider this: by being a visible and accessible leader, that's a positive. You want to regularly check in with your team members, not just about their work, but also about their well-being. I find that this kind of personal touch can transform a distant authority figure into a really supportive mentor. In the realm of remote work, flexibility is not just a perk. Nowadays, it's a strategy. People want to work in a flexible environment. As you do so, as we do in the Partnerships Incubator, we have to be mindful of time zones and personal commitments, offering flexible schedules where possible. I have a team member that starts his day at 6:30 in the morning, finishes at 2, takes a few hours break, and then starts again. That works well for his personal situation. Well, now to the heart of innovation. Even though we are working remotely, we still are responsible for innovation. We want our team members to be solution seekers. When challenges arise, they're going to foster an environment where team members are going to feel comfortable proposing innovative solutions. And that's the kind of environment that you want to create. You want to embrace the idea that great ideas can come from any corner of the globe at any level of your team. And what about the inevitable setbacks? Again, we need to lead by example. We need to show resilience and always a positive outlook. Don't underestimate the power of a positive outlook. Your attitude, your response sets the tone for the team, and especially in remote settings. This can mean the difference between a minor hiccup or a major morale crisis. I always say, stay calm. In all of this, don't forget the importance of recognition. Celebrate milestones and acknowledge individual contributions publicly. Recognition can be super powerful. It can motivate team members to do better and more, particularly when team members are dispersed and they might otherwise feel invisible. Now let's get tangible. Here's some actionable recommendations. Implement a cloud-based project management tool that provides real-time updates and fosters collaborative work. At the Partnerships Incubator, we've found great success in the Google Suite and all of its new tools. We've added platforms and tools like Mentimeter to augment the Google services. We're always exploring new technologies to add value to our work. Schedule regular virtual team building activities, and where possible, if you have a group of people in an area, include in-person get-togethers. Create a virtual water cooler space, such as a chat room or message board. We have Google Chats, several of them, that help us to communicate with each other. They're the water cooler, where we share fun news, we share birth announcements or interesting articles on personal projects. I often share my art or more. The second one is called In the Know. This is a Google Chat where we focus on HR updates, official project news, handbook updates, travel facts, security news, and more. And one of my favorite chats is called Nature's Neat. This is where we post pictures or stories about nature. If I'm on a walk and I see a beehive, I'll take a picture of that and share it with my team. It creates those many delightful moments, and it's of nature, so it can also create a feel-good moment for your team members. You want to ensure that all of your team members have access to the necessary technology. You could even establish a mentorship program that pairs team members from different regions or different teams to promote cross-cultural understanding or even additional personal connections. When we have new employees come in, we pair them with another employee for a onboarding mentorship setting. Those work really well. As we wrap up this session today, reflect on the unique position you're in as a chief of party. You're leading a team that has the potential to achieve extraordinary results. By embracing the strategies we've discussed today, you're going to be well on your way to building a cohesive, innovative, and resilient remote team. Thank you for tuning into this episode. And remember that while the task may seem daunting, the opportunity to lead such a diverse and talented group towards a common goal is a privilege. Have a great week.
Thank you for tuning in to Chief of Party to Chief of Party, Success in Your First 90 Days, your go-to source for insightful, actionable guidance that can shape the success of your project. Let's continue to drive change and create impact, one USAID-funded project at a time.